Hello everyone, and welcome to Chester's View.
Everyone is impacted by the 2020 census. If you or your family utilizes highways, hospitals, schools, or any other kind of federally funded program, census data plays a role. Census data also determines representation in Congress, so when you respond to the census, you're doing your part to make sure your community is getting the funding and representation it deserves. To respond to the census, well, there are a number of ways. This is the first census that you can respond to online by going to my2020census.gov, but you can also respond by phone and by mail. Most households have already received their invitation to complete the census, and those who do not self-respond will be visited by a census taker to complete the survey as part of our non-response follow-up phase. It's important to know that your answers are 100% confidential. The U.S. Census Bureau does not share your personal identifiable information with any other agency, regardless of who you are or what your status is. We only get one shot at this every 10 years. Federal agencies use the results of the decennial census to distribute more than $675 billion in federal funds each year. So if you are living in the United States, please stand up and be counted. And we encourage you to visit our website, 2020census.gov, if you have any other questions about the 2020 census.
As you can see, the census is very important. I also had a chance to sit down with the NAACP president of the Chester branch, Daryl Jones, and this is what he said about the census. So we're in the heat of it, we're in the thick of it, getting these census. Emails are probably out, postcards are already out, envelopes are probably out 2 and 3 times. So let's start with, what is the census?
Okay, there's an old saying, I'll say 2 old sayings. Charity starts at home and politics is local. Okay, so the census is an accountability of your home area, your community, your county. They take count so that they can take funds and put into your particular area.
So I know there's a lot of people struggling with, do I fill it out? Do I not fill it out? Why is it important to fill it out?
Well, again, like I say, it's important to fill it out because it represents your area, your community, infrastructure, government. It all ties in together to the more people that fill out that form, the more resources you get for your particular area.
Now, I know that there are people who are afraid. What are some of the things that you see that are keeping people from completing the census?
Some people think they're tracking them down because they're asking you to fill out a census form. Again, that's not the purpose. They don't keep records like that. They just keep records of how many people are in your household, how many people, so they can add in your community. Again, so they can disperse resources. It's important to come and fill that form out because they're not looking for you because you're in the country illegally or something like that. They just need an accurate count of people.
Okay. Now, I know that we have a lot of people who are struggling with whether they should fill it out or should not fill it out. What would be some words of encouragement to kind of say, no, you need to get that form, and what would be some words of encouragement for that?
Well, I would encourage you to fill it out if you like having your trash picked up on time, if you like having certain city services, your roads with potholes, your bridges, stop lights, stop signs, community centers. It's all tied into the community.
So is it safe to say that the process is, if you only get 10,000 people to fill it out, but you really have 20,000 people, you're only getting money to service the 10,000?
That is correct.
Well, Before we wrap up, I am going to give you the last words and give us some words about the NAACP Chester chapter.
Thank you. Chester is sort of at a standstill because we're losing population. We need folks to take care of the community that live in the community. So if you left the community, come back home and check on us and see how we're doing. NAACP is a civil rights organization. The most important thing that I can tell you right now that's going on in Chester and the state of Pennsylvania and our nation is this upcoming election. We need for everybody to lift your voice and sing. You can't sit on the sidelines. This one is a game changer. You're in or you out. We need you to vote this year.
And I know some of you have already got that second and that third request for that census to be completed. Remember when we ran into Councilwoman and remember what she had to say about the census?
I need you to please do your census. Everybody counts. When you do your census, then that gives us more money for the city of Chester for education and everything that we need. So please, please, please do your census. Send them in. Thank you.
So hopefully you have more detail and information about the census. And if you forgot, he said that someone might come knocking on your door. So get that census filled out. It's for our city. It's for our community. So see you next time. You're watching Chesterview, and I'm your host, Amanda Johnson.